you don't have a gas or a cooker, what are you going to use to cook? Will you be eating in restaurants or hotels? You guys, money is temptation. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Eunice and I do lifestyle vlogs. If you haven't subscribed, guys, just hit the red subscribe button and click the bell next to it so that anytime I upload a new video, you may always get notifications. Subscribing is totally free. You are not charged anything, guys. So just subscribe and join our beautiful family. So guys, as you've read from the title, today we're going to talk about moving out of your host place. Okay, by saying your host, I mean your host may be your parents, your friends, or even your relatives. So maybe you want to move out from your host place. What do you need? So this is the kind of advice I would give to anyone who wants to move out and go and live alone, because living alone is not that easy, guys. As you see, maybe majority of your friends or maybe majority of people online, YouTubers living alone, you guys, it's not easy. As you see, it has it has positive side, at the same time it has some negative side of it. Okay, so stay tuned if you want to learn more about living alone or moving out of your parents house. I've written some of the things that I would love to share with you, because I never wanted to leave anything outside. I want to share everything, that helped me in this journey of living alone. You guys, my voice is disappearing because I've talked a lot. I'm looking at the videos and they're not good, so I keep repeating, and now my voice is disappearing. But we move regardless. Okay, so guys, tip number one is have a dependable source of income. The reason as to why I'm saying have a dependable source of income, it's because you may have a source of income, but you may pay your rent during the first month, the second month, and then the third month, maybe the source is no more there. The source of income is no more there. So that's why when you're moving out, ensure you have a dependable source of income, the one that is going to cater for all your needs all the time. Okay, you don't want to move out and the first month you're okay, the second month you're okay, and the third month your source of income has just disappeared because it was not dependable. So you need that dependable source of income. And also you need the dependable source of income because you want to pay rent. The first month you have to pay a deposit. You also need to pay for your electricity bills, for your water bills, and also for your, what else, you also need to buy food because you cannot survive without food. Or you want to, you cannot start asking people for money to buy food or to cater for your needs. Even your parents, they know the moment that you've decided to move out, you are going to be able to take care of yourself and be responsible for all your bills. That's why I'm saying you need a source of income that is dependable before you decide to move out. Okay, tip number two that I would give you guys if you want to move out alone is find a house that is affordable. This tip is so important because you might move out and yet you go to find a house that maybe you see your friends staying in or living in. So you're going to find a house because your friends are staying in that particular apartment, and yet you cannot pay for it, like you can't afford it. That's so wrong. You need to start low, start from where you are able to cater for all your needs. Okay, or start from where you are able to take care of yourself. Don't go to live a lifestyle that you cannot afford, because you are going to get into pressure. You're going to get yourself into pressure. You're going to give yourself stress. You're going to get those high blood pressure. You're going to, guys, do not try this. You know what, I advise people to live the life that you can afford, because you don't want to live in debts. You don't want to start borrowing people money and just place yourself in a situation that you cannot get out from. Okay? My voice is disappearing, guys. I think it's because I'm not used to these sit down videos. Another thing, under the find something that you can afford, or find a house that you can afford, ensure you consider the location, you consider the location of the house, because you don't want to find a house that the location is not convenient in terms of work, in terms of where you're going to be getting your groceries from. You might get a house that is affordable, but what about the location? So because majority of us work in physical areas where you go to an office, or where you go to maybe where you've set up your business, okay? So don't look for a house that is far from your work area, because you're going to spend a lot of transportation fee, and that is not going to be favorable at all for you who is starting life. So you need somewhere that is close to your work, or somewhere where is close to maybe somewhere you can get groceries, somewhere you can shop from, because some of us don't have those storage facilities to keep some groceries for a long time without going bad. So we get ourselves buying groceries every week because we don't have those storage facilities to keep them fresh, and so that they can stay for a long time. Because if we had, we can even purchase things for that go for even a month, right? But since if you don't have that, is you just need somewhere you can access the market easily without using transport. So you just need to walk to go and shop for your things. So guys, if you found a house that is affordable, also consider the electricity and water, because let me give you a story. In the place where I was staying before, there were issues with electricity and water at the same time. If you've watched my videos, you can tell, you can testify because you guys, we were paying our water bills. We were paying 500 Kenyan shillings, all the tenants, but the water was just an issue. That woman she was finding you like you are literally, or she used to hear that you are in the bathroom and you are doing laundry, and she would close water. Imagine why? Like, I don't know. I've never understood what was wrong with her, but ensure that whenever you move to a place, ensure you have a good landlady, or a good landlord, and also ensure that there is water throughout no matter what, and also electricity, because even electricity was an issue. Like, we used to have electricity for like a month, then in the first week of the next month the electricity just disappears. And she never used to care, the landlady, she never used to care. As long as her place she has electricity, she doesn't care about her tenants, because we were living in the same land, as like both the landlady and us the tenants were living on the same land. So as long as her house had electricity, she never used to care about the tenants. That is, I don't know, I don't, maybe we were not sharing the same electricity. I've never understood why like her place would have electricity and the rental houses never had electricity. So I was like, but she never used to care, guys. So there was a day that I had exams, my last bachelor degrees exams. You guys, I had exams the next day, and I had 2 exams, and the electricity just disappeared the previous day, and she never cared. So we stayed without electricity, and imagine today there is no electricity and tomorrow I have exams. So I decided to go to my friend's place. Sorry about that. I decided to go to my friend's place. Though yeah, we revised and we went for exams the next day. I had to carry an outfit that I would wear the next day, the day of exams, and yeah, we survived. But still, I had paid rent, I had paid for the electricity, I had paid for water, but there were just issues. Like, I never had comfort in that house. So whenever you find a house, an affordable house, also remember to look at whether there is water, whether the electricity is okay, whether the landlord is good or the landlady. You don't want to go to a place where the landlord or the landlady is always nagging you, is like they're just issues. You want to move into a peaceful place and somewhere you can just be comfortable and do your things, okay? So another tip is that buy essentials while you are still at your host place. Because for me, essentials, number one is a mattress, number two is a gas or a cooker, and beddings. Those are the essentials. And maybe a plate, a cup, or a spoon, right? And some toiletries, which those are basic things we can all afford. No, we cannot, we can all not afford, but I'm just saying, like, if you are capable of paying your rent, you are capable of affording the toiletries, like the tissue, the sanitary towels for the ladies, okay? So guys, as I was telling you about the essentials, you need to buy essentials first, because you might have that house, you've booked a house, but you don't have a mattress, where you're going to sleep at on the first day, or you don't have a gas or a cook, or you don't have a gas or a cooker, what are you going to use to cook? Will you be eating in restaurants or hotels every day? No. Will you be sleeping at your friend's house and yet you have an apartment that is empty? No. So while you are still at your parents' place or maybe your friend's place, you can purchase a mattress and keep it there. You can purchase it maybe the previous month or the month before you move out. Okay, so you can purchase a mattress, a cooker or a gas, those essential things, beddings, and then you just keep them so that the day you decide to move out and moving into your new space, you have a mattress, beddings, and cooker, and like a plate, a spoon, and a cup, right? You don't want to start suffering and yet you are in your new space, because guys, we need comfort, right? So that you can do your other things, you can work without stress. Yeah, that is tip number 3. But we have good parents. We have parents who may decide to give you some things, or even friends. And also your parents may also tell you to carry your bed, the bed that you are using at home. You just go with it into your new space. So that has just cut off the expense that you would have used, or the money that you would have used to purchase a new bed or a new mattress. But if maybe you have small siblings, you don't need to carry a bed. You just need to go and start your own life. But if you are the only kid, you can just tell them that you're going to carry your bed into a new space, right? And maybe you may have parents who maybe may have the 4 burner cooker, and maybe they have like a small gas cylinder, so they just decide to give you the cylinder, and you yourself you'll just be refilling the cylinder, right? So tip number 4, when you're moving out, also you need to consider the means of transport, because now that maybe you are at your friend's place and you bought the essentials, you bought the mattress, you bought maybe the gas or the cooker, the cylinder or the cooker, you need to know how these things are going to reach into your new space. So you need to know whether you're going to use a motorbike, you're going to use a mkokoteni, you're going to use maybe a pickup or a lorry. It depends. You know, some of us have money and you're like, you've been saving your entire life so that you may start your life. So you may have bought things, even a couch, even a screen and all that. So you need something big to carry your things. But for those who have those things, you need to know the means of transport you're going to use, right? So personally, when I was moving from the hostel, because me, I just found myself living alone. Since I came into campus, the first semester I stayed in school, but from the second semester of my freshers year, my first year, I stayed in a hostel. So like I just, it's like I started living alone when I was in first year. When I was getting out from the hostels, from the now outside hostels into my first rental house, I never had a lot. I only had my clothes, my beddings, I had my laundry basket. What major thing did I have? My office chair, yeah, this one that I'm using here. I had like a small plastic shoe rack, a purple one. If you've seen it from my previous videos, you can understand what I mean. So those are the only. Oh, I had a gas also, my cylinder. So I used a motorbike. I used a motorbike because I never had so many things, and I used a motorbike, but it went for 3 trips, so that, like, that's how everything was now transferred from the hostel into my rental house. And there I bought, the same day I bought a mattress, and it was still carried by a motorbike from Nyahururu town into the rental house, because the first rental house was not in town. It was still in the outskirts of Nyahururu town, okay? So yeah, you should know the means of transport that you're going to use. Tip number 5, you guys, and this is the most important tip. Even if you are staying with someone, even if you are still in your parents' house, even if you're still, as long as you're working and you're getting money, you should be a good manager of your finances. That's tip number 5. Because if you're not a good manager of your finances, you cannot survive living alone. You may pay rent on your first month, second month, third month, and then the fourth month, you don't know where to get your rent from. Your consistency in paying rent has totally changed and has gone to the worst point ever. So you need to know how to manage your finances, because here you're living alone. You don't want to start borrowing money. You don't want to get yourself into debts. You don't want to disturb your parents or your friends, calling everyone and telling them, I don't have rent for this month, they're going to kick me out. No, you need to manage your finances. If you're getting 30,000 Kenyan shillings per month or 20,000 Kenyan shillings a month, ensure you know how to manage those finances. Now that you know these tips, or this, I think they were 5, have a dependable source of income, find a house that is affordable, buy essentials while still at your host place, transport, know the means that you're going to use to move your things from maybe your parents' place or from your friend's place into your new space. That is if you had bought some things, or if you had some things, okay, or if your parents decides to gift you with some things. Also, be a good manager of your finances. Now that you know this, you also, there is now that period now that you, so let's assume now you are in your new space and you have maybe a mattress and those essential things. Okay, you need now to start buying some other things. You need like your house now to look good. You need to pimp your house and all that, and buy some more things. What are you going to do? Like, what do you require? This requires discipline, for real. That's all that it requires, because you need to save up for the things that you need. You need to sacrifice other things that maybe you are doing and all that. Here now it means that you're a grown up, you are a responsible person. You now want to start purchasing things for your house. You need a mat, you need a couch, you need a screen, maybe you need music system, maybe you need, what else do you require? Maybe you need a table, maybe, I don't know, it depends on whatever you require. You need a shoe rack, you just need to pimp your house, and the house, like, it looks now like a home, so that when you get out of your work you just feel like going home, because it feels like home, right? So this requires discipline. You need to start saving. You need to start um you need to sacrifice some things, right? If maybe your work was just purchasing maybe a lot of unnecessary things, or just impulse buying, you need to sacrifice all that and now concentrate on how you're going to decorate your house so that it may look like home. You need curtains, you need you know, all those things. There are a lot of things that you need. So you need to save for the things that you require. You need to save for your bed. Considering you just started with a mattress, you now need to start saving for your bed, maybe for a couch, for anything else that you will need. And you need to be disciplined. You need to stop buying unnecessary things. Personally, when I was staying in a hostel, because there was nothing that I needed, if I had some extra cash after purchasing the critical things or the most important things, I was just impulse buying secondhand clothes. Imagine, which I don't wear. I'm that kind of a person who wears the same things. I don't know if you can get me. Like, I have those specific clothes that I wear, yet I have a lot of clothes, and they are all secondhand because I'm a secondhand girl. No, I'm a secondhand person. I love secondhand clothes because one thing, they are unique, they are affordable, and they are good quality. So yeah, of course I get to purchase quality clothes. When coming to secondhand clothes, I get to purchase quality clothes. But I stopped buying secondhand clothes. Like, I stopped buying clothes because I think I have enough, and I don't even wear most of them. But I hope I'm going to wear them soon because they are new. They're secondhand, but they are new. Yeah. So you guys, you need to be you need to manage your finances carefully. You need to save. Just sacrifice. Save. If you want a mat, you guys, you've seen me purchasing things one by one. I've never gone to a supermarket or a furniture place and purchased two things at the same time. I purchased one by one by one. I started purchasing the mattress. I went to the bed. I bought a shoe rack. Which came first? I bought a screen. I bought a shoe rack. Now I have a mat. I have an ottoman, this car seat, this black seat that you see me placing my laptop on. I have a music system. I have, what else do I have? I have a double banner, you guys, yeah. But that I bought when I was in a hostel, but I never started using it while I was in a hostel because I never had a table to place it on, because it's not the four banner, okay, it's the double banner. So it needed somewhere to be placed on. My voice is totally disappearing. You need to be disciplined and you need to save. And also remember, you need to invest because we have a future. Yes, we live once, we only live once, but still, you need that kind of lifestyle. You don't want to stay on the same level of life. You want to upgrade. You want to move into your own house. You know, you want to purchase. You want to invest in big businesses and all that. You know, so ensure you be disciplined. I don't know if I've covered everything. I've covered everything that I had written down, but I know there are a lot of things that we need to talk about in this living alone lifestyle, because it's not easy. As you see people, um you know, you might see the lifestyle looks easy, but it's not easy, guys. You need to pay rent at the end of or at the start of a new month, depends with your landlord. You need to pay for electricity tokens, you need that electricity. You need to pay for water, you need to eat, you need to buy those essential things, especially ladies, you know. So it's not an easy lifestyle. You have to work hard, you have to be disciplined, and you have to be disciplined, especially when it comes to money. You guys, money is temptation. Hey, money is temptation. You haven't paid rent, but you want to purchase new shoes, new heels that are in town. You need discipline because you don't want to start you don't want to start arguing with your landlords or your landladies or your caretakers. You know, you want to live a private life. Don't want people to know that you have issues paying your rent. Just pay your rent on time. So guys, I'm going to end this video here because my voice is totally disappearing, but I hope this video will inspire you. I hope you've learned something. Kindly share this video, comment in the comment section, and do not forget to like or give it a thumbs up because it supports my channel, guys. If you also haven't subscribed, just hit the red subscribe button and click on the bell next to it so that anytime I upload a new video, you may always be notified. Let's meet in the next video, guys. Bye.